So here I'm just going to walk you through the structure of my Mia album. And the finished album measures 15 by 20 centimeters. And to be perfectly honest, the dimensions of the album were dictated by the format of the paper that I was using. This profile shot gives you an idea of how the album is set up. The spine measures 4 centimeters. There are 3 pages on the inside. The first page that you can see on the right has a spine of 3 centimeters. The second page on the left has a spine of 2 centimeters. And the third page on the right has a spine of 1 centimeter. So this is where we'll start by cutting our cardboard. There are 5 pieces. The names of each piece and the dimensions are noted. Start by cutting your craft paper to 54 by 21 centimeters and then draw yourself a straight line along the bottom about 3 centimeters up from the bottom edge of the paper. Start by placing your front left cover on the left-hand side of your paper in about 3 centimeters from the left edge of the craft paper. Glue it down. Put your wedge or your space guide in between or just to the right of that piece, and then nestle up beside it the left spine. And then you're going to do the same thing with the back. Nestle that space guide in there and then glue down the following panels. You're going to work your way all the way over to the front right cover, and then you're going to trim the craft paper. To make that easy, I used a guide, a piece of cardboard that I cut to 2 centimeters wide. I traced a rectangle all around my cardboard pieces and then just trim the craft paper. Don't forget to trim out your corners to make nice, neat corners when you glue up your hems. Use your bone folder to mark the fold line all around the edges of your cover pieces. That way your craft paper will fold up nice and neatly. The next thing to do then is to fold in the edges and glue them in place. It's important to take your time in the corners. Using the bone folder will help to make nice, neat ones, and corners are really what can make or break an album. So next what we're going to do is line the inside of our album. What I did was cut a piece of craft paper that was 19.8 by 55, and that's going to leave me a bit of playing room, we'll call it. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Left front cover, over on the left side then, you're going to glue that piece of craft paper to the lining panel, or the lining panel to your cover, and you make sure that you mark the fold with your bone folder as you go along. So you glue one panel into place, mark the fold, and then glue the next panel into place, mark the fold, and continue on. That's where you'll trim off the excess. That way we're not doing any guesswork. If there's any sort of error or whatever, we haven't run short of paper and our lining is sufficient. All right, then next, get out your distress ink and age your edges a little bit. Burnish the edges of your album, inside and out. To put your magnet into place, I put mine on the outside of the right front and on the inside of the left front. Now it's time to cut the inside pages. The page height will be the same for all of the pages, but the width is going to vary. Let's have a look. You're going to have one page that is 23.8 centimeters wide, and you're going to mark a fold line at 1 centimeter and 4 centimeters from one edge. The second page is 22.8. There's a fold line at 1 and 3 centimeters from the edge. And the last one, 21.8 centimeters with a fold line at 1 and 2 centimeters from the edge. Now let's have a look to see how we glue them in. We're going to start with the page that has the 3 centimeter spine. Glue it onto the right side of the black panel as I'm showing you here. Next, you're going to take the page that has the 1 centimeter spine. Okay, don't make a mistake there. It's the one with the 1 centimeter spine, and you're going to glue it just inside the one that you just glued down, the one that has the 3 centimeter spine. Okay, just inside. And the last one to glue down is the one that has the 2 centimeter spine. So you're going to glue that onto the other side of the album, onto the left side, just inside the fold line of the back cover. Okay, have a look here there's an arrow to show you. So here's a look at what we have so far. Our cover all folded up with the edges burnished, and our 3 pages. So pages 1 and 3 are attached to the back cover on the right side of the album, and page 2 is attached to the back cover on the left side of the album. There, that's that for the structure. Check back for more tutorials on the interactions or the fun stuff on the inside of the album. See you then.